Well, the sun is slowly setting behind the cupola, and behind me you can see the faithful tourists. It's Easter Sunday, Monday. It is a public holiday, so people are heading towards St. Peter's Square. The mood in the square is still one of confusion as to what has happened today, slowly sinking in that the Pope is effectively gone, and also perhaps a celebration of his life. Now, I've spoken to people here. There was a family, an Italian family, a Roman family. They were actually out of town taking advantage of this Easter weekend, and they said when they heard the news, they just felt they had to come back. They had to be here. The feeling that you have to be close to the place where it's happened. And as you mentioned, there will be a rosary prayer this evening. It will be a chance for the faithful to come together. It's like when there's a death in the family. People need to gather to mourn, to remember, and that is exactly what will be happening at St. Peter's Square just next to me. On top of that, there will be a service at another basilica here in Rome, St. John the Lateran, one of the four main basilicas of Rome. There will be a service there at 7 p.m. local time, also to remember the Pope. And then at 8 p.m., the Vatican has informed us that the body of the Pope will be placed inside a coffin, and hopefully we will then, possibly it will be examined as well, and then we'll have a clearer idea of actually what is the cause of death. Now, Italian newspapers have been suggesting that it could have been a stroke. We don't know the exact way in which he passed. We will have to wait for the Vatican to give us the details. So clearly an emotional day, an Easter Monday, if you like, to remember, considering what happened on Sunday. I think that's why it came as such a shock for so many, to see him so much with the faithful, to see him at the balcony, to see him push through to participate in Easter Sunday, a very important celebration in the Catholic Church. And then on Monday to get this news that at 7:35 in the morning he did die.
A shock, you say, Seema. At the same time, as we saw in that report, 38 days in hospital, and all coming in what is a Jubilee year with more pilgrims than usual at the Vatican, and now on an Easter weekend.
Exactly. I mean, it's a Jubilee year, so you have an additional thousands of pilgrims coming in, and obviously they would come for Easter. And that's why you see so many people around. I spoke to an American couple who had just flown in today, and they were shocked to hear this news. But they too came down here to see what is happening. The world's media is present, all quite shocked by what happened. But you're right. I mean, he was 88 years old. He did spend 5 weeks in hospital dealing with double pneumonia, an ailment that would hit anyone, let alone someone who's 88 years old and as a young man even had part of his lung removed. So to see all of that and how he pushed through, the doctors had informed journalists that there were 2 occasions during his hospitalization where he actually risked to die. And we also even got details of how he at one point even choked on his vomit as he tried to breathe. We did see him using those nasal tubes in order to help with his breathing. We know that he was getting the respiratory physiotherapy at the Santa Marta Hotel where he resides, but clearly it was all a little bit too much. In fact, one person told me when she heard the news of his death, perhaps he might have overdone it a little on Sunday. Of course, we'll never know, but clearly it was important to him, this very determined pontiff, to be close to the faithful, to be close to the people that he cared for.
Seema Gupta.